Okay, and welcome to another edition of Tiger TV, and today I'm thrilled to be surrounded by the females who are basically running Glenelg Football Club these days, and we're going to introduce you to some of these stars right now. Now, starting from the far left is Catherine Sayer, who is a board member now at Glenelg. Welcome to you, Catherine.
Thanks, Tony.
Now, where do I start here, really? I was looking through your resume today, and it's just incredible. I'm going to put my glasses on here just for a moment. You're a member and a graduate of the Australian Institute of Company Directors, amongst many other boards you've sat on and are still sitting on. Now, importantly, you're an Adelaide Crows Gold member, and you have a son who, believe it or not, plays football for the Nord Football Club.
Had to make that confession very early on.
Had to get that into the interview fairly quickly, I would have imagined. Now, Catherine, that's a very impressive resume. What's it like being a member of the board of Glenelg Football Club?
I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I love football, and I've got two boys who play football, and have been a Crows member, been to two grand finals that they've played in, and I hope for another one this year. So I really enjoy football, and I think there's lots of challenges and lots of opportunities.
So tell us about your daily role. Now, you can introduce it yourself because it's quite a long... Chief Executive Officer of Food South Australia.
That's right. Yes.
Tell us about it.
So Food South Australia is the peak food industry body, only one that exists in Australia actually, and I was the inaugural CEO, and I'm still there 7 years later. We've got offices in Japan and China, so I get to travel quite a bit, and we exist to help the food industry grow.
That's magnificent, and funnily enough, I'm in the hospitality game, but a lot of us don't know that even exists.
Yeah, we're
it's difficult,
largely,
isn't it? Getting it out there to the general public.
Yeah, well, our organisation is really about the industry, so food processors and manufacturers. So hospitality, we run an Eat Local SA campaign, which has been going for 4 or 5 years now. So we do dabble in the hospitality area, but it's largely around the food manufacturing space.
Well, it sounds like a lunch at some stage anyway. Let's have a bit of a talk about that.
Always a lunch.
Now, let's move slightly back this way. Kristin Jeffrey, where do I start? Now, tell us about your role, Kristin. You are the Commercial Operations Manager of Glenelg Football Club. How did you get that role? I know you have a strong Glenelg background. Tell us about it.
Well, I came to Glenelg Football Club nearly 3.5 years ago. The Commercial Operations Manager's position has sort of evolved since I've been here, which has been really interesting. I'm lucky enough to be involved in the major events, really looking after money to get the boys on the field. I suppose if I summed it up, that's about what I do.
Well, I certainly think with my background, hospitality, you've certainly brought a bit of spirit around the place, I think you would say, and you're a social sort of person. Now, you've got a bit of a background around here. Brothers who played district cricket for Glenelg.
And the Colts for
One
Glenelg.
that I played under-19s football with, Stephen Wunke, the famous left footer he was. Your brothers worked here as well. You've got a real history of Glenelg about you.
We do. We lived, when we came down from the country, we lived just at the back of the oval at Glenelg East, and Mum would always be the first one in the southeastern pocket. Play netball, ride the bike down, and we'd probably spend most of our Saturdays here at the club. And I've been doing that now for quite a few years.
Now, your own sporting background, tell us about it.
Oh dear.
Come along, you didn't see that question
No,
coming,
I didn't.
did you?
I didn't.
There's a bit of golf involved, I know.
Well, golf was late, but something that I really, really love doing. But a bit of tennis, netball. I thought you were going to ask about my first game of football. Well, I did play one game of football for Glengarry High School. We beat Sacred Heart College.
Really?
Long time ago.
I think we can edit that out, can't we? So that might work out right. How'd you go? Did you get a kick? A couple of goals?
I was more concerned when somebody got hit and was lying on the ground and was like, come and help, quick,
It's a
come and
duty
help.
of care. It doesn't exist in football. Well, that's fantastic. Now, it's getting more famous as we move closer to me. The one and only Mel Churchett, who's been working at this football club, I would think, for 4 or 5 years, and is the granddaughter, I believe, of the great Colin Churchett. Is that right, Mel?
That's right, Tony.
How many years have you been here?
5.5.
5.5 years. What's the greatest thing about working at Glenelg Football Club?
Oh, football? That's a tough one.
You just love coming through the doors every day?
I do. No, it's actually the culture, working in a club, all the people that I get to meet, and I would say that's probably the best thing. It's social, it's different every day, and I've made a lot of great friends since working here.
Do you get a lot of people asking you about your famous surname? Because obviously Mel Churchett was one of the greats of Glenelg. Does that come up a bit?
It does. More so when I send an email and they go, "Oh, is that you?" And so more so there, which is really nice. Yeah.
He was a great man. Now, really, Catherine, where do you see us going this year? I've got to ask the hard questions. We're currently 6-3, equals second, really. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but there must be a quiet confidence in the boardroom at the moment.
Well, I'm personally quite excited because I haven't seen them lose yet. So I feel like I'm the good luck charm, and I didn't quite make it to North Adelaide yesterday, but I was watching it very closely on my phone. So, look, winning is fantastic, and talk about team culture and where you want to head. You know, number one's where you want to head.
I've got to ask one more hard question. Were you always a Glenelg barracker? Was there a bit of Nord in there or something?
I actually don't barrack for anyone in the SNFL, so now I'm absolutely steadfastly Glenelg.
I can see why you've got this impressive resume. What a great answer under pressure. Well, I can tell you, I'm thrilled to have these ladies here with us. Glenelg Footy Club is really going places at the moment, and it's running on the back of the women, if you ask me. So thanks for your time, girls, and we'll catch up with you later.
Thanks, Tony.
Okay, and here we are for part 2 of Tiger TV this week, and once again I'm surrounded by women, which is just fantastic, because as I mentioned earlier, Glenelg Football Club runs on the back of females right at the moment, which is just fantastic. Now, there hasn't been too many people who've starred twice on Tiger TV this year. However, we're just about to break that drought, because we've got the skipper of Glenelg Football Club's women's side, Cassie Hartley. Welcome, Cassie.
Thank you.
Great to have you here again. Now, I assume you've been watching Tiger TV earnestly every week since your last debut.
I do.
Got any
Tune in
comments?
every week.
Got any comments on how you think it's going this year, now that you're on it again?
It's going well, but we'll bring it back on track.
Well, now, we don't want to rehash too much of it, but you're wearing the famous number 2 at Glenelg this year. You're a girl from Mildura. 5. Well, I got that wrong. First mistake for the year, can you believe that? The girl from Mildura. What did you learn in your first season of league football for Glenelg Football Club?
I learnt what a great football club it is to be involved in. Just to be involved in the SNFL club has been eye-opening, but it's also been very enjoyable.
What are you doing this time of the year? You'd be playing somewhere, I imagine, right now, or having a rest?
No, I'm playing. I'm trying to play. I've gone back to my local club, which is Christie's Beach. So it's, we're going along pretty well.
Going okay. Are you a skipper out there as well?
No, it's my first year at Christie's Beach, so I'm in the leadership group down there. I'm one of the vice captains.
Well, it won't be long. Let's be honest about it. No, that's not true.
No, we've got a very good captain down there, so it's just doing a fine job.
I'm sure you have. Now, we're going to keep moving this way, because we've got another girl who plays an integral part of what goes on in the daily workings of the Glenelg Football Club, Emma Jarman. How are you?
Hello. Good, how are
Great
you?
to see you. She's been looking forward to this like you wouldn't believe. Now, Emma, you're right in the middle of the heartbeat of Glenelg Football Club.
Yeah.
Everyone who walks through the front doors sees you. That must be a little bit daunting at busy times.
Yeah, it is. I'm known as the second face, so it is. It's pretty good, actually. I like it. I like interacting with people, so it's fun.
How long have you been working for the footy club?
It's coming up to a year now in July. It's
You're a
flown.
survivor.
I know, yes. Who knew?
Who knew? And what's the most exciting part about being in that job every day? Would it be working with Kristin Jeffrey
No.
or Glenn Elliott or something along those lines?
No.
Not at
No. Game day is the most exciting thing, I think. I was super nervous approaching my first game day, but it's so much fun, and I guess because we're winning, it's even better.
Well, you might be our lucky charm
Yeah.
at the moment, Emma, because
Yes.
things are working for us, which is fantastic.
Yes.
Now, moving right along, we've got a very, very important person in this football club, Kate Williams, the head trainer. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Now, you're following some massive shoes down here. You've probably heard of the one and only Reg Hopgood, who was head trainer here for 50 years, was still here for the first few years I was here. Have you heard the name of Reg Hopgood?
I have heard his name, yes.
He was a very hard unit, very, very daunting person at times. You wouldn't be like that though, Kate, would you?
No, not at all. Not daunting.
How do you end up as head trainer of Glenelg Football Club? Tell us a little bit about your background and how you got here.
Our background is from country SA, and I had 3 daughters who were netballers because that's all they offered in the country. So I started training out there so I could feel useful because I'm a netball player.
Now, which part of the country?
EP, so Kimber.
That's a long way away. Port Adelaide territory as far as I remember.
It
Would that be
was,
right?
it
Yeah.
was.
It is a long way away. I've been through there
Yes.
recently myself, but fantastic setup over there. How many hours a week do you need to spend at the football club looking after our guys?
I'd say about 20, including that game day. It does vary, and pre-season was fairly hectic when we also had the Women's League, which was great to be involved with, but probably 20 on average, or 18,
Yep.
20 on average.
Now, I should know this, but is this your first season as head trainer for the footy club?
Yes, it is. I took over at the end of last season when we had the last one leave, so I did the last
Right.
round or something maybe, I can't remember.
And what do you think, how are you finding on game day? A little bit daunting at times? Because the press is on, let's be honest. I know what goes on up in those coaches' boxes, and blokes go down, you're the first or second one out there, and you've got to make a call straight away on whether the person's got to come off the ground or can stay out there and contribute. That's a bit of pressure.
I don't think it's daunting. I think we have a good team, so between the doc and Sarah the physio, I think we work well together. It's not quite the pressure as up in the coach's box, I wouldn't imagine.
Now, be honest with us, have you had any footballers come up to you at this stage yet on a Thursday night and suggest that they're definitely fit to play, and you've had to tell them they're not? Does that happen a bit? There's a little bit of argy-bargy going on behind closed doors?
I don't think I make that decision. That's really come the crunch, depending on the injuries, becomes Doc or Sarah's decision for the final decision for the day.
Okay. Now, Cassie, have you been seeing any of the footy this year, or you've obviously caught up with Christie's Beach? Have you been to any of our games and had a bit of a look?
Been to a fair few games.
What do you think? How are they going?
Pretty impressive. Yeah, it's been good.
Any advice for Matty Locken? I ask every week if anyone's got any advice for him. You must have something for him.
I think he's doing a pretty good job.
He's doing a pretty good job.
Pretty at the moment. So.
Sitting pretty. Emma, you must have a little bit of advice for the guys. What do you,
I give him my advice during the week.
do you? What do you say to them? What do you say?
Good job.
Good job. You can't be that easy on them. You've got to look at them and tell them they could have gone harder in the last quarter or the third quarter.
Quarter, yes.
Well, let's be honest, last quarters aren't our problem at the moment.
No.
We're just killing them. We're just having a bit of a lull in the third quarters, unfortunately, Matty, if you're watching this. So, and you must, do you ask questions about that, Kate? In your role, it must be sort of funny at times that third quarters are a bit average, and then last quarters we come out and come home strong all the time. What do you think that is?
They just have a little sleep to freshen up for the last
Do they?
quarter.
So it's
I have no idea.
part of the overall plan, do you think?
No.
No. Okay, then we've got a bit of work to do on that one, I think. But at the moment, like I said, 6 and 3 is just brilliant. Well, I just want to say once again, the contribution to Glenelg Footy Club this year from the females involved around our club is just superb, and we're thrilled that that's the case. And we're very fortunate to have quality people around the place, male or female. It's setting up for a good year, and we're really pleased with the way things are going. Thanks, girls, for the time, and I don't know, Cassie, maybe we'll see you again later in the year. This is your second time. We might get you up for a third time just for the finals.
Why not?
What do you reckon? Thanks, girls.
No worries.
Thanks.
Good job. Yay.
Love it.